Alright guys, welcome back to Rouse House. We're still working on our train and we're having so much fun with it. We're going to carry it on a little bit farther and just see how fancy we can make this little old train look. I just like painting trains. We're going to have some fun here. I tell you what, I took a lot of my red out, so I'm going to get some of that back in. I got that burnt sienna here. Let's get a little bit of that. I've still got a little bit of white left in my brush from the last time we painted. But I'm going to pick up some of that right there. Let's get that cow catcher back on there, see. Gotta have that cow catcher out there. Until I got some white in there because it really took my color out. There it is. It's a good red color paint that's not, it doesn't override everything. Just that red back in there. That's what we wanted. We'll put some red over here, catch a little bit more back into my box, my engine here, and go along this little pathway right here where he painted that stripe right down the side of that board. That's where the engineer walks up here to the front of the train. Comes down that set of steps is right here. So he can check on things up here at the front. A lot of times they even have flags hanging out front for parades and stuff. They put them presidential flags out there. Abraham Lincoln, he wrote that Gettysburg Address riding on the train to Gettysburg. That was one of the most famous speeches in the world. Got some more of my burnt sienna here. Get some more of that up here. See how it, there, get that top of that straightened out against that sky, see. Got that light sky, and then we got that red up there against it. There we go. Kind of makes that stand out a little bit better, I think, there. I just want to get a little bit of color back in. Some of it I lost playing, getting these other colors put in here. So my engine's getting his colors back, and there we go. Just trying to get some of that in there. Got it on the door. Get some of this down here in my dirt. Remember we had that dirt? You always got to remember why there's dirt beside a train track. But don't be afraid just to roll your brushes. Roll those strokes on there. Kills me and kills my cameraman when I go from top to bottom of a picture, but they'll get used to it. They'll learn the trick. Guys, we're just painting. We're having fun doing this. There's the top of our car back there. I'll tell you what, we're going to change a little bit of colors here. I need to, again, I go from light to dark, light to dark. So I put all these lights on last time. I need to darken them back up a little bit. Grab a little bit more that ultramarine blue right there. Just a touch of that red with that blue. Just give me a good dark shadow color. So under this little edge where the engineer leans his arm, let's put a shadow there. Right behind there. Get that shadow back right up there under that top of that. Makes it look like that's the overhang there. It keeps the rain from coming in that little window the engineer has out there. Get that dark in those windows. Let's try to get a few shadows back in there in some places. Cut that down just a little bit. Want those highlights to be on top. Get that down in that car. A little more of that ultramarine blue, a little more of that red in with it. Let's get that dark going good. There we go. Remember, there's acrylics, you got to put a little bit of water in it so your brush will sort of flow on your brush. I want to straighten that door up a little bit, see. And this is how you get your straight edges. We're going back over those lights, so you cut some of that light out. But it'll give you a good straight edge when you do that. We lost a lot of our darks down here below. I'm going to cut some more back in here, some of our shadows. So you'd have a shadow there and under here where it crosses over the wheel. And so don't be afraid to put shadows in. Anybody who's ever painted with me will tell you I love my darks. It just gives us the depth that everybody tries to achieve in painting. Comes from being able to not forgetting to put your shadows in. Okay, I mean, you got to have it. You want those lights, but see right up here at the top where that platform's casting that shadow across that, put a shadow across there. Think about where your shadows would be. See how I kind of tone that light down a little bit? Don't keep it bright down there. See, that tank's casting a shadow across that wheel. That cow catcher's putting a shadow right up there on front, so we kind of toned it down just a little bit up there, see. It's by going from light to dark, back and forth, we're building depth into here. Go down the side of that rail a little bit. That's going to put that highlight right up on top of that rail instead of on the side of it. Put that side back on there. There we go. Cut it in there. Cut some more ties in there. So we forgot about those railroad ties. We painted over them so many times. Let's put the ends back on them. Throw a little bit of this into this gravel, see. All these different colors. Carry them everywhere. Have a colorful paint out here. But every time we've done this, we've added more depth in everything that we've painted. We just keep getting a little more water and pick up that dark color we have on here. And remember our shadow here, and that'll help straighten that up. Now, so those little legs will be in the shadow. So I'll go right across them, see, on that sign. Get some more shadow back on the back side of this. The color's a little bit bright for a train color. Get a little bit of that blue. I'm gonna get some of this. I'm gonna use some cerulean blue. If I'm out of my dark blue, I'm gonna put that on there and grab a little bit of that red and put it with that cerulean blue. See what kind of dark color that gives me. That should give me a good color to go on there. Oh, that's a good gray color. See how we kind of just get those shapes we want under there. You know, all these pieces joined together. We're trying to paint, and I'm trying to keep my arms out of the way where you can see what I'm doing. And that's not always easy from what I've been told. Over and over, many times. But I hope if nothing else, one thing you understand is how much I love to paint. Guys, we're having a ball. I hope y'all are too. I hope y'all go home and paint something. Say, let me show you what I learned today. And you make something happen. That's a good shadow color. And I'll tell you what, that was cerulean blue. And when you get old, you have these problems. Burnt sienna. That burnt sienna is a good red, and mixed with that, look at that shadow color that made for that train. That's a good train shadow color there. Let's go down beside our 97. So we're just kind of, that's a good train color if I ever saw one right there. You know how you learn colors? By doing it. So we mixed those two together and it just gave us a perfect. I like that. We can use that shadow color in a lot of different paints. You know what? A lot of times you're going to be painting and you're going to stumble on something that works. Cerulean blue, burnt sienna gives you a good dark gray. Tell you what, y'all come.